Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to apply your Jamberry wraps. So first you have to pick out your Jamberries. I'm going to do spotted, and I just put a white background there so you could see it. And I'm going to accent it with Diamond Dust Sparkle, which is like the silver sparkly. Okay, and I think I'm going to do the accent on my ring fingers, on these two fingers. So what you want to do is remove any Jamberries that you had on, or any nail polish. And I've already done this. You want to file your nails, whatever shape you like. And that is my child cooing. and then you want to push back your cuticles and make sure that your nail is smooth. Now, if you just took off your Jamberries, remember, if you have a little bit of like the stickiness residue still on there, you can use the nail polish remover or the cotton ball, try to get it off. If not, right before we apply, you just want to take your buffer. The Jamberry buffer is great because it's like it's the perfect roughness. It's very, very mild, so you're not damaging your nails at all. And you just want to take this and just right to the tops of your nails and get all of them. Now the next part, very important, you want to take an alcohol swab, or you can take your nail polish remover once again. And I like to just take the top off, and then I just stick my finger in and clean them off. Next, you want to have your Jamberry cuticle pusher. You want to have your scissors, and then you want to have a nail file on standby, as well as your buffer here. And don't forget about your heat source. I'm using the Jamberry heater. It's $19.99, and it's small, and it's great, and perfect. So what we want to do first is you want to size it up, okay? So just take the whole sheet, and I'm going to start with my pinky. So what you want to do is you just want to hold it against your nail. See how I make sure that the ends fit on my nail and it's not too big. If it's too big, you want to go a size smaller. If you don't have one that fits exactly and there's a very little bit of nail on the ends after you get the wrap on, that's okay. You won't even notice it. And I'm crazy OCD, and it's really, I thought it would bother me, and it doesn't at all. It's really, really not that big of a deal. So, okay, after you've fitted and you know which wrap you're going to use, if you have the Jamberry heater, you want to get the heater going so it gets warm. Otherwise, if you have the rice bag, have it warmed up, or if you have a blow dryer, you just have the blow dryer ready to go. So now what I'm going to do is I just take the edge of my cuticle pusher and I lift. And by the way, the rounded edge is the edge that goes on to the bottom of the nail. And you don't want to touch it with your fingers because you have oils on in your skin that could possibly, damage the integrity of the wrap. So what I did was I'm holding it, if you can see, on the top. And now what I do is I'm going to, I'm going to find as close to the cuticle as possible. Okay, and see what I did? I haven't pushed it on yet. And I just want to make sure I'm as close to the cuticle as possible. Okay, and now I'm going to look at it from this angle. Alright, because I want to see, is it going to reach around? Am I in the right spot? Okay, so now I'm good. I'm not pushing yet. What I'm going to do, before you put any pressure on it, take your heat source, hold it up to the heat, 5 to 10 seconds. If it's too hot, pull away. But it should start to curl. And then what you want to do is you start at the bottom, and you push your way up. And then you go around, pushing to make sure it's smooth the whole way around, and that you don't have any bubbles, okay? It's hard to do this so you can see. Okay, you see what I'm doing? You start around and you go around, and then you go down, and you want to make sure that there's no bubbles, okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it up to the heat again. A couple seconds, a little bit more pressure. Just make sure that we're getting a good seal there. Make sure you get the cuticles, around the cuticles. And you want it to be close to the skin, but you don't want it to be on the skin because then it will lift. Now, this is where we differ. Well, we differ because I put the heat on after. And also, we're going to differ from the Jamberry official video. I'm going to take the scissors now. And now the best way to do this is to actually cut it as close to your nail as possible. The excess wrap. Okay. And again, I want to use the white edge of that cuticle pusher, and I just want to push it down. Okay. And maybe get a little bit more heat again. And then sometimes I use my finger and I just kind of... Now, if it's not as smooth as you like, just take your buffer and you want to go on straight up and down a couple times, and that should smooth it out. Never go like this or go like this, because you will not you're going to ruin the jam, and it's going to get rough, and then it's not going to stay on. Okay, and it looked pretty good. And we got one. And this is spotted. Spotted is actually clear, and then it has the blue like leopard spots. I love this. It's pretty cool. It's almost like a French. Okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of my nails. I'm going to do my diamond sparkle, diamond dust sparkle on this finger, my ring finger. And I'll show you when I'm done.